I've always wondered if the agents in Valorant could be possible in real life. Their designs are not too out of this world. They are, for the most part, humans with some magic abilities that are based on real-world concepts like water, earth, fire, and air.
But that all changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
Watch your eyes!
So, I've set out to find with real evidence-based, peer-reviewed science and a little bit of imagination if I could make it a reality. This is how Jett would look like in real life. Ability 1. Cloudburst. Thank God the first ability is a straightforward smoke without any special stuff. A simple search of smoke grenades would probably end the search, right? But as I looked at videos of smoke grenades in real life, they never really had that swiftness and punch that the Cloudburst had in Valorant. These smoke grenades relied on some chemical reaction to produce smoke that only let out a consistent puff of smoke over minutes, not all at once. I wanted to find a real smoke grenade that could have the same quick poof that the Cloudburst had. Then, I remembered those smoke grenades from ninja movies, the ones that instantly pop for a quick getaway. I searched around for a video, and I thought I'd hit the jackpot. But I watched it, and I fully believe size does not matter, but in this specific situation, it kinda does. So I set on finding something else, looking through videos and military wikis for the first time, wishing I would not be put on a blacklist, and stumbled upon the L84A3 smoke grenade. The description said that the grenade was an instant smoke grenade, and of course, I had to see what it was like in action. And it was not an easy find, but when I found it, I'll just say, I found the real jackpot this time. It was quick, swift, and most importantly, thick. Wait, that actually rhymed, oh my god. I wrote this script like 2 weeks ago. The only caveat to this grenade is that it had to have time to cook before it could be activated. But let's just say that Rita made their 999th nerf to Jett, where she now has to wait 10 seconds after pressing C to use her smoke. Even after the nerf, she'd probably still be S tier. There is one last aspect to her smoke that I think should also be considered. The fact that her smoke is very maneuverable. This could be simply done by attaching it to a tiny drone that she controls. You might be thinking that these drones might be too stiff and clunky for this purpose, but I'll just leave you with footage from the Drone Racing League. So, IRL Jett would have some drones fitted with L84A3 grenades strapped to her belt that can fly in a moment's notice. Ability 2. Updraft. This seems like a bit of a straightforward ability. Just push the person upwards with a gust of wind, right? But humans are heavy, like significantly heavy, compared to the force that a small breeze can make. The light whoosh that the updraft in Valorant would not even lift a person 1 centimeter off the ground. Either Jett is 1 picogram, or the updraft is not possible as it is in real life. One way of propelling humans is through explosions, but these usually are done with big clunky machines, and I don't think you can lurk on a Ascent B side with a big cannon charging through main. So, next I thought was jetpacks. They are built for the sole purpose of upward momentum and are relatively compact. But they aren't quick. They take a while to power up to make the person fly, which is not something that I want for the Cloudburst. I want something that is quick to activate. There are technically water jetpacks, but they don't fit the air theme of Jett. There are videos of indoor skydiving that whoosh people up in the air in one swift motion, but again, I don't think lugging a 500 megawatt fan in main is particularly sneaky. I was running out of ideas and tried to find other solutions that didn't necessarily propel the person with air. I thought of moon shoes. You know, those American Kitty shoes that the ads say could bounce you all the way to the moon. Well, you can guess how effective these are.
What? Oh, my ankle!
But how about real bouncy shoes with springs under your feet? It's just Moon Shoes 2.0 with minimal improvement. How about these bouncy stilts that can apparently make you run faster and jump higher? They technically can make you jump higher, but by like an insignificant amount. And to be honest, they would probably prevent Jett from going lurking through Pearl sewers. I thought it was all lost, and Jett had to lug around a 20-ton fan before every execute. I mean, it's good cardio, I guess. But while having a nice cold shower listening to Bon Voyage by Jett Please Stand and Stream, I had an idea that you don't really need to push the person with the wind itself, but use pressure from compressed air to push them. Sort of how steampunk engines work. So, I searched for videos of pressurized jump boots, and lo and behold, the first video gave me the answer. Thank you, Alan Pan.
This jump is 100% legitimately a full foot higher than I can jump normally.
It was okay. It definitely worked, but it wasn't the crazy heights that you could get with the updraft. But then again, it is real life. A world without crazy abilities, epic fights, and fade, but a world with taxes, bigotry, and peanuts. But these boots will do for now. I'll just put in the research note that lack of resources, insufficient manpower, and human error are points of improvement, and further research needs to be done. We can also use the flash bots from earlier to provide some flair to the jump. Signature ability, Tailwind. So the dash is not too different from the updraft aside from the direction it pushes you. There was one prank video I've seen where the dude gets pushed to the side real punchy, but I hate to ruin some childhoods here, but that video was fake. Here's the frame by frame analysis. Yep. Pause there. Yep, that's fake. Sorry, I also really wanted this to be true. I mean, even if it were true, that much force would probably put a hole in the middle of your torso. So I'll just use the tech from the previous ability and put it on her sides. When I was making it, it really looked goofy, and no matter how much I tried, I could not for the life of me make it less goofy. Half of the time editing it was spent laughing. I almost forgot about the passive ability, so before we get to the ult, let's just slap some wingsuit wings on her. To be honest, it could actually look great in Jett style. What you see isn't representative of that though. I'm just bad. Last but not the least, the ult. Bladestorm. Jett's knives might seem like the hardest to translate to real life, but it actually is one of the most straightforward. I'm pretty sure you've heard of a railgun, which has essentially the same mechanism as Jett's ult. Propelling a metal object in a straight line without gunpowder has been researched plenty of times. But for the sake of concept, we won't be using the railgun since it has no air propulsion in it. Instead, we will use something similar, which is pressurized air. I'm pretty sure you've seen the videos of a baseball being shot out of an air cannon and getting absolutely obliterated.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, we used that, but not as powerful or big as the one in the video. Wait, maybe you want it to be that powerful, because it'll cause more damage to that damn smurfing Reina. But it might also be too bulky that it'll crush Jett. How will we solve this? I know. We'll use this well-known, established decision-making technique that researchers use. Heads for small, tails for big. Okay, I guess we're going with small then. Also, an interesting feature of an air cannon is the building of the pressure to fire the knives. But we can just say that the time to build the air pressure is kind of like building ult points. Anyways, I think that should be it. Let's not waste any seconds and show how Jett would look like in real life. Ta-da! Obviously, this could have looked way better, but at least I laid out the foundation for maybe an artist out there to fully realize the concept of Jett in real life. I give you my 100% permission to do that, because I really am interested how this would be implemented in real life. Maybe some crazy scientist would actually do this in real life. But that's left for the future to decide. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you have any more comments or suggestions about this series that hopefully I continue, if all of you enjoyed and want to see more of it, then I'd happily reply and read your suggestions. But anyway, I hope you have a nice day, week, and month.